So I just wanted to start off by, let's drill down a little bit on the Canadian Media Fund. $340,000 taxpayer money went to Anastasia Trofimova, former employee of RT, Russian television today. Do you believe that the government of Canada should recoup those funds for funding Russian misinformation?
Absolutely. I think it's scandalous that Canadian taxpayer money funded this production, and we call for a full investigation as to what she said on her application. Did she disclose that she worked for RT? Because of course RT has scrubbed any reference to her from their website. They understand that that's a liability now. But we need to understand whether the Canadian funding agencies knew that she was a former employee. She produced 11 films for them. Whether they knew that she was entering sovereign Ukrainian territory with an invading army that is committing war crimes. So these are questions that need to be asked, and I think the funding should be refunded, because I am sure that the Kremlin is just giggling at how clever they were in tricking Canadians.
Wouldn't we just assume, though, if there's a journalist or a media, or in this case a director embedded with the Russian troops, that they're there with the blessing of the Kremlin?
Absolutely. It is inconceivable that Russian military intelligence did not know that this woman spent 7 months embedded in occupied territory. It just...
What's the role of the Canadian government then, other than getting back our taxpayer dollars? What role do they have in seeing whether or not that she actually filmed, maybe has footage of war crimes being committed, which of course are all glossed over in the propaganda film, and what international rules did she, or laws that she essentially broke that the government has not yet taken any action on?
So we know she violated Ukrainian law by entering into occupied territory without the permission of Ukrainian authorities. There is the possibility of violation of sanctions, and the RCMP would be well served to investigate the circumstances around her filming of this documentary. And of course, the RCMP is collecting evidence of war crimes and should seize her footage. She claims she saw no evidence of war crimes, but in 7 months, we know that every single territory that is liberated from Russian occupation, we find evidence of war crimes. We know that they are torturing and executing Ukrainian prisoners of war. So it's inconceivable that in the 7 months she saw nothing.